Morning. So this, I think, is part 5 of me just being obedient to God and testifying about just His reality, Yahweh, and the life that He has granted us through His Son, Jesus Christ, that His friends knew Him as Yeshua. I think the next supernatural interaction that I had was we used to get involved. I was involved with Trinity Methodist back in the day there in Linden, and we used to do these holiday club outreaches during the holidays. So high school kids would be leaders to run a holiday club for primary school kids, and we would leaders in that regards and stuff like that. So like what we would do, we'd run a morning program, and there would be games and things like that, and then around tea time, around 11, the kids would come back from games and have normally donuts, or a Chelsea bun, bit of Chelsea bun and a juice and things like that, etc., etc. So there's one day, it happened to be we always ran it over the Easter weekend, and we forgot that that day was the bakery that we got the donuts from. We would order them and they were closed, and we had forgotten to order them that particular morning. So we were standing in there in the church kitchen, and it was me, Gerald Eckermans, I think it was Heather, and Bev Carrington, I think she was also there. And so we were just standing there, and we had to organize these teas and these donuts for the kids. So we get there and we go, okay, cool, I'm going to go and collect the donuts from the bakery shop or whatever. So we jump in the car, go and drive there, the place is closed. And we're going like, oh my word, what are we going to do? So we came back, because now the kids are at games. They're going to be lining up in about 15 minutes, etc., etc. And so they were pouring juices. I come in there and I go, guys, what are we going to do? We haven't got donuts. So we had about, I don't know, from the previous day, they weren't really stale, but we had about, I would say about 20 donuts left over from the previous day. Now we're talking about, there were 200 and something odd kids, plus the leaders or whatever that particular day, because they used to take register and stuff. And so he said, you know what we're going to do? Why don't we, what can we do? So we decided to cut the donuts in half and just send them out to the frontline leaders, not tell anybody anything, and send them out there and wait for mayhem. And so the three of us were just standing in the kitchen, just praying and saying, Lord, let none of the kids get too broken up about it. And, we want your reputation to be, still on form and stuff like that and whatever. So a couple of minutes passed, we hear the kids lining up, whatever, everything's going, whatever. A couple of more minutes passed, we're hiding out in the kitchen. Nobody's coming, none of the leaders are coming through to collect more, juice and donuts and stuff like that. And I'm going what the heck's happening? So slowly we creep out of the kitchen to see what's going on there. And go out there, and there the leaders are sitting behind the tables or whatever. There's, a couple of donuts on the tray, and all the kids are sitting down or whatever, and we're going how's things going? And they said, no, that's fine or whatever. And I said, but there was a bit of a line left for the kids that were collecting donuts, and we're going oh, that's not going to be enough at all, because it was about 6, 7, and there was a line, yeah. And we said, oh, geez, have we run out of donuts or whatever, as if, we didn't know anything, right? And so the leader says to us, oh no, these are the gluttons or whatever coming back for seconds. And we're going, what? And I said, yeah, no, we've had it. And we're going what? And I said, yeah, no, they've all been through already, donuts, everything. So all the kids had half a donut. Some of them come back for seconds, whatever. These are the stragglers that are wanting more. There's always those kids. And we're going I have no idea how it happened. There were over 200 kids. All of the 200 kids had donuts. Do the maths. We had about 20 donuts cut in half. That makes 40. Don't know how it happens. And a whole bunch of kids had seconds. That was the short supernatural happening, proving that God is still on the, still on the job. Honoring his name, glorifying his name. Jesus is still on the throne. Multiplying donuts here down in Joburg, in modern day. Go figure. So that just share this, encourage people. I don't know how these things work. So subscribe to the channel, video, whatever. Just let's glorify Jesus' name. Cool. Have a good day.